on Dust2, those T sides at times do leave us wanting. But on a very basic map like Dust2, we do see VP go for a lot of long control, a lot of late long control, and also abusing B hits right now, which is super meta. So yeah, it's a hard one to read. I think VP are favorites. I think the veto has worked in their favor. I would like Wildcard to put up a good fight today, though, as they looked good in this tournament so far. You know, taking MongolZ to overtime on Inferno and just destroying MIBR, at least on Nuke, in the opening day here at Cluj. So it's an open match right now. VP looking to level up as the tournament goes on. You could argue that they should be 2-0 based on that 3D max game, but they couldn't close it with some crazy force buys at the end of that matchup with Dust2. It's where we begin for VP. Always mollying lower in this pistol. They've done it every single time, and so Sonic not ready for that one. Gonna get burnt out. VP climb up Cat.
Kill already, and he's got that big Flamussi leading the charge in.
Flam dog flamming him up, but there's an almost collapse for Stan. 2v2.
Retake is on, both up through short. Electronic ducks and dives out of there. His teammate Flit is fed to the Wolves, and the Wolves are still hungry. They'll eat Electronic as well. Wildcard on the board with a pistol round.
Oh, Jabbar.
Big round from Jaber.
Oh, JBA.
Why did we land on that consensus? Jaber versus JBA.
Jaber. An American told me.
No, I know, me too. But then I've heard more and more people saying JBA lately.
I don't trust any other casters.
I don't trust them.
They're all wrong. All other casters don't know.
Yeah.
The amount
especially
of people, yeah,
Connor and Launders.
I don't trust them for a second.
Dude, they'll say every name weird.
They say
and
every
then
name.
they tell you it's right.
Wrong. They say him wrong. It's fine. He's not called Yabby. He's called Jab. Wait, no, he's not called Jabby. He's called Yabby.
Jabby versus Ziwu here in the mid-fight. Foozy.
I allow Ziwu. I think it's fine. I think it's actually probably right, but I like saying Ziwu, so I'm not going to stop. And also, it's not how I speak, you know? I think...
Yeah.
Use your own accent. Use your own words.
Yeah, but are you even French-Canadian if you don't? Always relish at the opportunity to throw in a little bit of the French.
Well, they backed out of that. They're on Ziwu now. They gave up on the Ziwu.
Here we are.
Some are still doing
Long take in. Virtus.pro. They have some room to work with, but they've lost Icy.
I like that Jaber dropped the orb for Fuzi. Got the big green in round two.
Actually pronounced Pahuzi.
That's how the Swedes would say it.
Come on, Fuzi. Stand all the way. On the top of the middle as Fuzi throws himself into another fight. VP getting closer with each second that passes.
It's a doozy for Fuzi, Harry. He's going to nail it. He's backed up. He's in the right spot. Oh, he's getting mollied. It's going to be snoozy for Fuzi. Swing me
on
for Fuzi.
Stand all the way. On the top of the middle as Fuzi throws himself into another fight. VP getting closer with each second that passes.
It's a doozy for Fuzi, Harry. He's going to nail it. He's backed up. He's in the right spot. Oh, he's getting mollied. It's going to be snoozy for Fuzi. Swing me! Peek me! They do. Fame with the entry. Pretty good, I hear, this Fame fella. Sonic and Jamie come through the smoke and backstab VP where they stand. Wildcard, 2-0.
But yeah, why can't people just say the names right? Like Yabby, Jaber, Baiwu, they're all obvious.
He's a monster.
He's a monster. Dom.
I don't know where they got the B from, man. Never.
You put the B on it, bruh.
I said monster, not
you put
monster.
that thick B on that thing.
Yeah, I got that B-Ron. But I'm too used to being right.
Amos?
No, it's actually Flaformus.
Flaformus?
Flaformus with a great performance here on the AK.
Oh, it actually kind of works. Flaformus now, he's been given the hero gun. What Flaform is he bringing to the server? We're about to find out.
Back in tunnels, side by side with Flawant.
It was his
Flawant.
Fluff amazing performance back in Shanghai that helped for
Flam high.
the help put Game Legion in great standing and really got eyeballs on this guy. Yes. So let's see if he's able to bring some of that sauce today.
Oh, Flim flamming around, back to upper. Icy with a bomb. And two players here. Got Sonic and Susp. Susp, a rock-solid anchor. Rock hard at the back of the site. Waiting for those headshots galore.
You cool, bro?
He's not crouching, Harry. He is looking for these kills. He's going to have to jump this corner. And if you don't, it won't matter because you got Flamforus looking for his entry. Sonic, he needs something right now. They're going to cross in late, trying to trade these kills out. Stan, too late to save his teammate Flammus. Double kill on this B bomb site.
They're going to run down Electronic, but Flammus, it's all Flammus. At the end of the day, all turns to Flammus and Dust.
4.
On for the ace in the hero gun round. FaZe gonna head for the hills.
No way, he doesn't.
Has to concede, has to save as the full might of Flammus is unleashed upon Wildcard.
4 in the name, 4 in the game.
Ah, it's meant to be.
That's a sick round from Flamforus. Well, Flam for us all, Harry. Alrighty. One way to get you going, Susp just destroyed on that first peak. And great cover. They cannot get out the window. Flammus in fighting form, good sign to start this series. We know that Fame has been a bit of a merchant for VP recently, a bit of a mercenary, especially on Dust2. VP need all the firepower they can get right now in this new squad. Straight out long. Saved Orb, Sonic with an M4, putting it to use. With FaZe scoping behind him, they get the big flank going. Wildcard are behind enemy lines. They've cleared B enough, so they think. And Sonic doesn't want to rush the flank. Flash play. No one's anti, but no one swings. Jaber controls himself. FaZe, a lot to do, but he's been picked by Icy from afar. Oh
dear. Icy's hitting today.
Icy very topsy-turvy, inconsistent.
Who?
Not allowing that in round 4, actually. Not allowing it.
Okay. I'm going to let everyone in on a little secret here. We've broken our brains a bit with IC because
you can't just
we dropped the line ICY. And now whenever you say IC,
I hear I space
IC.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fried my brain out of being able to cast.
Him like Icky, and it wouldn't be. It would be really easy.
Maybe we called him Frozen.
Frozone. Well, super suited and booted in this round. Double kill on the site.
Yeah, great stuff from IC. Oh, catching them on the aggression as well. All right, Icy's not playing around. Good flash for Jaber. But this is a series of isolated fights all across the map here for Wildcard. And so, nice one from Flip, putting a bow on it. Something that I've been thinking about was like, when Flamus was in GL and he was talking about his experience like being in an international team and how different it is to playing like the regional CS he'd been in prior to that. He was saying like, yeah, like they're not very loud, right? Like he was in all of my previous teams, we'd be screaming, yelling, it's all very high energy. Like VP famously were never like that with Jame in the team. And even though Electronic, even from his day one edition, kind of brought a bit more of the emotional weight to it, I wonder now that you got Flamus in here as well, and we've seen Flit and Fame coming out their shells a little bit. You know, our VP more emotionally inclined nowadays. God, I mean, the only emotion they're feeling right now is glee. This T side is off to a great start, man. Yeah, it's awkward for Electronic, but it's far from the end of the world. I'm not loving the mid fights from Wildcard thus far. It's just been very well contained by Virtus.pro, and I worry that by giving them these fights, you actually play right into their hands. Whenever we see teams play VP on Dust2, it's really not uncommon to see mid given up in the majority of rounds, and instead a more conservative style called. Thus far, it's been a lot of these cap fights, a lot of this mid aggro, and you're still yet to see the results from it if you're Wildcard. VP's T side is at its best when the CTs go looking for these fights.
True, you don't want to walk into this team's default. They will hold it for a long time.
And that's why versus teams that aren't afraid to lock down and kind of be a bit more stagnant and instead go for aggression in the mid round, usually at like, I'd say versus VP you start
sub-minute.
Yeah, just under a minute, 50 seconds thereabouts.
Issue is Dust2, so you don't want to be completely blind.
No, and it's fair, but it's just thus far these mid takes haven't had all the bells and whistles. There's been a couple of solo fights. The flash on through, no one was anti, but it's well controlled. Flamus might have been blind. He's still there, still standing.
Thought that was Flit just hopping around, but Flamus just bails him out. Clean entries. As Wildcard get weird with the flashbang. It will go nowhere. 5 T rounds on Dust2. Already off to a great start.
I'm worried because I feel like every time I get to cast Wildcard, they lose.
Are you their bad luck charm?
That's what I'm starting to have my suspicions on.
True.
I even feel the same way with Spirit. Whenever I cast them outside of in the quarters in Cato, I feel like they lose a lot. Like when I cast them. Well, some teams.
Maybe you should retire for the benefit of the scene, Harry.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes perfect sense.
I don't do that. Got so much more to give. Like Wildcard do, with a 4x now on the CT side. The VP effect has maybe hit Flamus. I remember after he joined this team, he said, yeah, I realized, you know, since joining Gamer Legion after, since joining VP after Gamer Legion, I've just been doing everything wrong. I've been playing the game the wrong way. Oh no. Another soul has been taken by Virtus.pro. It worked for Fame. It worked for Flit. Aggressive riflers. Tempered. Flamus be under control. Nice late molly stops VP from taking anything on long. And VP do spend a lot of time in this back spawn area rotating between the bomb sites. I actually like that. I think it's underdone on this map because people just love to play off of whatever they get off of spawn, but going back between long and B tunnels really late in the round can be super viable. And so that's one thing I do like about VP's T side or Dust2 that we've seen in these couple of games. Really fine with a late rotation. Because you can just take long and sit there for 40 seconds, then exec. And teams fall for it all the time if you bail out back B. So this round, not much of a fake. They never owned long. But they are going for that B contact. Orb, gonna get him in.
They don't actually commit to this. Not right away. They've started to move back, but now they lose Electronic over on Cat, and that will call the recommit into B. That's an awkward line for Sonic. Still going to burn out one to keep things even. Stan doesn't want to die there. He does well to evade capture.
Look out middle.
Attention turns to Flit on the mid lurk, but concealed by this smoke, he gets out like a bandit. Backstab on FaZe and farmed up by Fane for the final 3.
That's a really well put together round for VP. They didn't want to.
VP looking extra spicy today.
Spicy. They didn't want to commit to that B hit after the kill, but then they lose a guy on Cat and they go, screw it. We know we've probably just got one here. Let's take that timing. Stan was moving in quick. He knew what happened after FaZe got that pick. He knew they were going to go B. They couldn't get a clean kill, waiting for the flashes, and, well, they knew it was coming. I'm sure Flit in middle is calling. He's flashing. Watch out. VP swing off of that. 6-2. This is a really good game right now. The VP playing some solid CS. Wildcard getting caught in the headlights.
I think as well for VP, something that's making a world of difference here is like in some of their other games, it hasn't been terribly uncommon to see like 1 or 2 players just struggle individually in their specific role on these T sides, right? Whether that's Icy struggling to get going with the AWP, whether that's Flamus not necessarily like gaining ground with openings, or the lurks like failing to connect for Virtus.pro. Sometimes there's always something missing. That doesn't feel terribly uncommon to see VP having to do more with less, but in this game, everyone is hitting their mark. Everyone's finding their timings. Electronic and Flit have been doing a great job kind of playing the extremities, corralling Wildcard around the map. Flamus is 12-3, so I don't need to tell you that he's been a menace at getting these openers. And Icy has been just unproblematic. There's not been any kind of high-flying AWP highlight moment yet, but honestly, I don't think there needs to be.
No, he's been reliable.
Not with how the game's played so far, right?
Mid-cross shot, he won the first go round by picking A default players twice over. No, Icy's been absolutely fine.
So this is like VP looking good. This is VP at their best. It's going to be a tall task for Wildcard to try and meet them here on Dust2.
Weird clear for Sonic. I can't believe he checks that.
Yeah, like beeline for it as well.
Goes at least where they're playing, I guess. Don't throw. Would like to keep the AWP. Icy going.
I mean, everyone's about to have like nearly max money for Virtus.pro.
Also true. Oh, he's just going for it. He's not going to give them the AWP. He wants to take away their
so is it a bad sign that VP have 3 players nearly at 16K?
For Wildcard,
4 players rather?
Yeah, for Wildcard it definitely is. These rounds haven't been close. VP kind of rolling over them right now. And that's without long spawns. They haven't been abusing long. They've gotten out once. So keeping that in mind, it's a terrifying sign. Flake going for the pick. They've got 2 AWPs. He's going to drop it, I'm sure, but Icy finds his in the B site. Oh, they're pushing Flit. He is on 1. That AWP is now...
Oh, and Electronic can't really help him.
He's going to try, though. He needs to drop the bomb first.
He's going to try to help, but, like, I think the help's going to be pretty limited. He won't see him like wide swinging here or anything like that.
Wildcard are dedicating to this fight. Like Electronic can just leave and they can go beat him right now. There's 3 players
Flit's
here.
even taking one of the grave with him.
Is huge, and Flit realizes.
Oh, he's actually opened up his way out in doing so.
Oh, and he
went back in.
It's fine. They just go B.
Right when he thought he was out, they pulled him right back in. But still, Wildcard are too far away. Virtus.pro, this should be an 8th. As good as done.
They already know it. They're standing out in the open with nades. I think they'll be surprised that Wildcard are even going for this. Oh.
You don't want to lose Flamus. Out of all the people, you don't want to lose him. He's the guy with all the util. He can just win you the round by re-smoking door, mollying the window. That's it. Round over. Can't go for this. Too much time accrued. Too stark are the odds. 2v3. This would be one where even on the positioning, say like they didn't lose, who was it over at long? I don't know. If they didn't lose him and they're 3-on-3, I still think they wind up saving here just because by the time they arrive, they're so far away. Yeah. And there's still so much util for Virtus.pro.
Sus could have won it with the multi-kill, but it's pretty hard to ask. VP just coming in through the B smoke and trading that out really nicely. Oh, this kill. Oh my God. Wait, he got it after the clock. After the round even ended. Post to tick. What tick? There's no ticks.
Yeah.
We're tickless. We're pre-tick. We are sub-tick, Harry. Wildcard just not in this game right now.
And life gives you limes. Make limeade. That's what VP are doing. It was just a tick-related joke. Lyme disease.
Oh, ticks give you Lyme disease.
I'm pretty sure they do.
It sounds right.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Not nice little creatures.
Oh, I see you trying to pluck those ticks out of mid.
Bro, he hit the tag again on this cross shot.
Rip him. Double AWP. Sonic looking for a B entry. He knows they've been going for it. More often than not, Icy.
Oh. Blew the smoke open, but Flamus quick to hide. Doesn't want to give that a AWP a chance to get involved early.
Smart.
Even that's uncomfortable for Sonic. He was the one tagged crossing, sure, donning the AWP. It's the weapon you'd want here, but nearly caught over towards B. Pressure getting applied on this side of the map. That's coming off the back of Fame right now, but Virtus.pro, as they often do, going to explore elsewhere.
Oh, close. The jiggles are powerful for VP.
I do love how Electronic, like, even when they kind of have all the makings of a B split, and they're in a good spot to do so, they know they've tagged someone on the cross, it's like, even in these rounds, he's always so keen on taking away this cat control because he wants these A players to feel pressure. He doesn't want them spamming mid-smokes, breaking that open. The FaZe has opened on that AWP.
Gonna commit.
Looks like they do intend to follow through on this. These are a little awkward initially. As they're waiting out the CT util. They're letting Flamus have the room to make a play. Molly gonna force a swing. Flamus, smoke spam. Bro, he is so dialed in right now, is Flamus.
I'm scared for Wildcard here. Even though the bomb's getting planted, they're close up. Flip with another kill.
Oh, you don't get to miss.
And, oh, everyone dies. Everyone dies in an instant. Lurk out mid, finds a backstab, double kill. And yeah, you don't get to miss in that position. They will run you down on the AWP. VP punishing play in a 4v5 with 20 seconds. Great lurk for Flit. He finds his perfect timing. God damn, Flamus 17-4 right now. It's not even a one-man army. Like, he's playing phenomenally well, but there's no weak link for VP. Icy is getting a lot of value from his AWP. Out middle, go VP. slow lower taken. Smoke's in the way. They are just so unbothered. Electronic walking knife out into lower to clear this with his team. Does eat the flash, but they're going to try and prod mid and cat together. I like this call for Wildcard. Bit of aggression at the same time. Electronic, bit of trolling with a knife out. He will pay the price. 3 on 5.
He's just not expecting that. He had a teammate even in lower tunnels. I think he thought the run out through the mid doors with an MP9 just wouldn't be coming his way.
Oh, they're flying out B right now.
2v4.
Oh, they wanted to. They're still going to. They're waiting. VP aren't even in the site right now. They don't need to commit. That bomb was so late. They were holding for the reswing. Icy gets his kill. They can bail.
Even just the sheer amount of util is a dead tell to Virtus.pro that there was a heavy lean over towards that B site, and so it wouldn't surprise me if you just see them run in, knives pulled here. They feel like they've got the read over the round. Mid aggro through the doors. Flint's going to get rewarded with one and will look to get out of there. This is a 2v4, hoping to come up in favor of Virtus.pro. Wildcard hit the nail on the head with the mid-round aggression. They dealt a crushing blow to Virtus.pro, but it might still be them left wanting at the end of this round. 2v1 now. They have to seal the deal on this.
Regroup is really nice. They have to trade the kill, though.
Flit out in the open. Holding CT, could get swung cat side, but the spacing a little wider. FaZe arriving a little later, unable to do it in one clean transfer was Flit. And so Wildcard finally finds something here right in the end of this half. A third round adorning this CT side as they deny that clutch to Flit. They deny the 2v4 to Virtus.pro.
Yeah, Stan looking stressed there on the cams. Nose 3 is not enough on CT Dust2, and his stars aren't really showing up. No one's performing too well. FaZe with some awkward misses. B site was a big problem. And Jaber haven't even said his name in this game. It's VP running this board. Flammer's playing out of his mind right now. And a pistol might just cement VP in their map pick. Dust2 has been the go-to.
I mean, just the breadth of this comeback would be huge for Wildcard. It's going to have to start with a pistol if they don't find success here and now. There's really not a lot of resistance left on Dust2 from Wildcard. This is about to be a brawl over here in mid. Double cat set up, double mid. Okay. Okay, bit weird there. Wildcard managed to sneak past everyone in middle, and so Electronic just dies with nades out. Icy is the pistol king of Virtus.pro, but 1v5 clutch required of him. He's dealt with the first two. Realistically, how much further can he take this? He doesn't look interested in going for it, and so Icy backs up out of the pistol. That is a really weird pistol round, man. Twice now, Electronic has suspected his teammates have his back, have his cover, and twice over, he's been left looking red in the face at the end of it.
Yeah, the other one was, in lower was just great timing on the push for Wildcard, but that must be a miscomm. You're also a lot of the time expecting util to give away the objective. Some dry fights. That's in-game leader brain right there.
I mean, you just, yeah, you just don't see deaths like that every day.
Weird one.
All right, then, Wildcard giving a bit of a leg up here all of a sudden. A chance to build up some early T-side rounds. Let's see what they can do. Flitter's a Zeus, but I don't know. The mid doors, arguably, is like one of the only available positions where that works here. This is a lot of damage out of Icy, but no love on the back of it.
Go on, Flit. I believe. I believe in one. Just walk through, guys. Just walk through. It's safe. It's eco. There's no one here. Oh.
Jaber and Lower has it. And so no chance for that Zeus to get involved. Still, that was the full eco. This is the proper eye test of just how far this comeback can go. FaZe has the B spawn on the AWP. They're sending in teammates with him. If he gets this opener, they might just commit. Instead, FaZe, it's fast routing down into the lower tunnels, anticipating some short aggression out of Virtus.pro. He's not giving it. He's looking for all these opening lines, all these opening fights. This is a lot of map control to have grabbed so quickly at the start of this round. Look at where Flit has been relegated to here. This is not how you want to go about holding middle. All the info has been cut off. The B players have completely conceded the B site. They're paranoid about mid to B, as they should be. Wildcard were just there. Flash back in. Flit tries to get involved, but that's awkward. And now Wildcard, they get that opening pick they were looking for on the aggressive routing, and they try to act fast on the back of it. First man in is Stanislaw. No getting past Fame there as he swivels around. Going to double up. Fame putting on a show. That trade was a requirement from FaZe. Keep this round in check for Wildcard. They're down to 2. VP certainly interested in giving this one a go.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're going back to lower, though. It's going to be a long reroute with all 3 walking. There must be a kit down in B right now for them to justify this sneak. FaZe should have a kill, but wow, crouching for Flammers. He ain't missing right now. Sonic can't expect all 3, but he's about to find out the hard way. First shot connects. Icy with the trade, and VP get it done again. They even get a free AWP. Nothing quite like that. Bonus pickup to find their 10th round for Virtus.pro. They don't wait long on the CT side to get involved. First gun round hits with a bang. Fame displaying some great shots. Recovers 2 kills in his B bomb site. And puts FaZe low enough for Flammers to finish. Dude, these are the games we love to see from Flammers. Oh my god, I see. Not known to be an aggressive piece of this VP team, but look at him go. No support. In lower, gets his entry. That's crazy. He's even going to try and leave. And while the eyes are on lower, the timing, they turn around. It actually works to Jaber's advantage. Flit doesn't want to push the issue. 4v4 is better than digging the hole deeper. So he blocks the B site instead. I actually like that reserved move from Flit. Timing almost led to Wildcard down, but they've been given an opportunity in this must-win reset round. If they lose it, they are back on pistols at VP's 11th. One Molly gives them that control. Flit fights middle with a flash, but does nothing and drive through the long doors. That is crazy optimistic. for Sonic.
Electronic even gets out. That's mad.
I don't know why you dry push long doors that late in the round. You need to have a guy trading. Fnatic actually have a really cool play where they bait the player at long doors by like using the shadow against him, knowing just how far they can go. Like it's the best position in this map. It's always a free kill, so you've got to be trading it. VP have re-pushed at 20 seconds. They are flanking. Let's leave them open on A for the moment, but Flamus, watch him get some kills out of nowhere. These side players swing pit. Flank is in. VP setting up for a retake.
Oh, he's tagged down a half. This is awkward for VP. Now they've been re-smoked over on short. They have nades. A nade on Electronic to break this smoke open. That will allow them to play on a off-kilter timing here out through short. They blow it open now, and that nets Icy the opening kill. An important trade for FaZe. Flamus plays his hand, but the FaZe scout lays down the covering fire.
Okay, they survive. That's literally it. They're surviving in this game. They are not thriving, Wildcard, but they live to fight another gun round. Resetting VP right back. Despite the 4 and 5 start, this double upper push was really unlucky more than anything. Would like to do it earlier in the round when Icy is in lower. But they do catch a back turn. It's just Jabu who has good cover. VP buy again on Icy. Nobody else. Been getting those 5v4s. VP want to believe in their young orb.
Oh my god, they are going to play another hand of the stack. The AWP is here. Icy hears them moving out middle. Icy's AWP delivers one. Dropped in the window. It's irretrievable for Virtus.pro, but now Khalil's picked up. Flamus, there's one more. Flit, backstab on. Picked down on a FaZe. Tries to chase that down, and Jaber's got his back, covering fire in. Bomb now planted. Electronic 1v2. This is still not impossible, albeit not likely. Tries to play his hand. Now one quick kill, but there's FaZe with a key trade.
Scary.
Good trade work for Wildcard to keep that one clean. They brave the stack head on. Every kill instantly punished by Wildcard on the push. And so this comeback starting to take shape now. It really didn't feel doable with a 3-round first half. You thought Wildcard were cooked. The game is tightening up, and VP can feel the nature of it changing. They're going to burn their first timeout now. They haven't been under pressure. They haven't felt the urge to use one yet. You've just been able to play with momentum thus far.
T-side was literally perfect. 9-3, won every important round. Barely let Wildcard in. Better to get on it sooner rather than later. And Wildcard are starting to play some faster rounds now. So VP want to make sure their ducks are in a row. Nice try as far as an eco goes. Pretty damn close. That AWP has cost Icy in this round. He's on a scout. Wildcard looking for just another early B entrance. If they get this kill, they're just going to send it. Spotted early, blocked immediately. And so that will send Wildcard back to their default. Spreading back out through spawn, FaZe resets all the way.
I do like how they played these rounds, though. Like, if FaZe gets a good spawn to play for an early peak, they will all run in behind him and be ready to react on if he gets it or not.
Yeah, B-side Dust2's perfect for that. If you get the 5v4, there's so much reason to just commit. Almost every setup will leave VP max one player close. It's a great opportunity, but what will their round look like when VP play this passive? Look at the setup. Two very safe and we've got jump spotting Flit, baiting for fame. While VP play the extremities, long scout, short smoked, no mid info either.
Oh, and those corridor smokes down in middle are going to make VP nervous.
Yeah, definitely. Do they shuffle though? Fame is going to move on B, but everyone on A tucks in. In fact, they doubled down. They're playing Goose. That's a good entry. Not even a tag from Icy Scout.
Okay, this is a really good realization from VP of what's happening in this round. The second that kill came through, they insta-pushed the upper tunnels, and now they're trying to play for Cat, right? They're trying to tee themselves up so that they can still battle in for a retake here, but after losing Electronic in that short fight and no kit, a man down, I think they will just save here. Virtus.pro, they tried to react, and react well, they did.
If they found that kill on short clean, it didn't cost them a trade. Like, yeah, 4v4, you have short, you've got nades, you've got good timings, but no kit, man down. They don't know what Wildcard have. Even though there's basically no utility in the post plant, they could have smokes and mollies, so VP make the right call. Wildcard, though, going for the B default, Fuzi picking B and then ending long with the AWP, kind of using VP's own tricks against them, just playing through the spawn very safely. Although I think Wildcard, or at least I hope they realize now that VP aren't really playing an aggressive CT side. We've seen a lot of aggressive CT sides from VP, even on Dust2. They're giving them middle, they're giving them catwalk. So can Wildcard abuse this?
Fuzi being a tad late to the boost is actually a bit problematic. You would have spotted that only one player started B for Virtus.pro, but because he gets there late, that's not info the Wildcard have. And this would have been an easy round to call from if he'd spotted that cross early. Flash play. As Electronic tees this up for Flit to play out to the short side.
Wow,
he gets one tapped by Sonic. Re-aggro over it short, and this is exactly what Wildcard want. Electronic takes one of the leg. Flamus also tapped out. Everyone that's got around this corner dies in an instant for Virtus.pro. Wildcard, this is a one-round game now. And from 9-3 in that first half, this is so impressive to have turned it around, getting onto this T side, winning the pistol, and only dropping one round since that point. This game started with Flamus in red-hot form, couldn't set a foot wrong. Every individual piece for VP finding its successes, but now things have quieted down for VP. Right as Wildcard have kicked it up a notch. They're feeling the burn of this CT side. They're feeling the burn of the CT money. Time's now for VP to try and turn this one around.
Yeah, it's just weird because their T-side was so good. It's kind of like the opposite problem we've been seeing for Virtus.pro in these recent games. And now Wildcard are picking up steam, picking up momentum, picking up confidence as they charge out middle. Look at this read, what a call. Even the AWP not looking, great turn. Electronic is caught. Here's the cost of this open position. VP, they may have missed the long smoke, but they've still got that control. It's Wildcard who went back to B upper and they get blocked. So VP actually still get to stall this round out. I do like the opening move for Wildcard though.
It's just insane how often they've been able to do that. Get out so deep into mid.
God.
Now they try to commit to this B play, hoping that the lull in the action has caused an overreaction from Virtus.pro. That's not the case. They're still too strong in this B site, and so Wildcard sent packing. That's in spite of getting that opening, in spite of finding the 5v4. VP stick to their guns in a 2-2 setup.
They know they're going into 2 there. There's no way that they think anything else. So I'm very surprised to see them just jump through the lurk smoke. Feeling like they didn't have any map control to play a late round. Gave up long early. It's a weird call. But they can afford one of those. Just one. Flawless from here on out. Uzi again looks for the B kill. Very close. Default round. Oh, the time that Icy cycles those nades. Wildcard get out cat. The VP want to play as late as they can here. 40 seconds with that smoke in the way. Wildcard going to try and throw an execute. This is a commitment. Susp is hoping to walk up CT right now with that corridor smoke down. He's going to get some space. Icy hits his cross shot. VP got to stop this push.
There's flashes coming in, trying to tee up Electronic, but gap starting to close on this. FaZe Orb will find him. 3-on-3. They know that Icy occupies the long side. He's got a teammate there with him. Wildcard didn't look like they wanted to fight for this. Sonic, however, has other ideas. With smoke still down, he feels emboldened here to stick around, hang out over at Goose. His teammates, meanwhile, teed up to play around this bomb. Sonic deleted straight away. That's Flamus, 22 kills deep to get rid of him. As FaZe looks on, this AWP for the T side for Wildcard has come alive as the game's dragged on, and FaZe is not missing a beat. Toe-to-toe with the two top performers. Icy now on the line, and his shot sails past. Wildcard do themselves well here.
I don't even know. Why don't they try and get on that bomb? Like, you just got to hope for the cover. They don't even play for the round win. They leave Icy out to dry in the site. His teammate just runs away. Would love to just see someone. It is a short plant. Just get on it, man. Just get on it. Cover goes wide. Put the AWP on it. The rifle cover. They don't even try and really win that round, VP, when it comes down to it. FaZe hits some bangers. Don't get me wrong. But VP just surrender. And Wildcard are pulling this one back from 9-3 down. Unbelievable comeback. Now level.
FaZe's just such a huge part of that. He's been very impressive on this AWP. Wildcard are giving him a lot of space to try and lay the groundwork to these T sides. When he's been in the post plants, he's felt invaluable. They give him the room to play his openings, to play his move here, attempting the cross shot. Virtus.pro managed to get by. Still something new for Wildcard, as this time they go fast out long. This is not an area that VP have had to fight them in before. I think that's why Flamus even hangs around and goes to check. See if they are all here. See how many players are out long, because you haven't had to deal with an up-tempo, long-take round like this yet if you're Virtus.pro. They lose Flamus. Ollie's burning Icy out into the open, and there's more impact from that FaZe AWP.
It's on fire right now. As Icy was burning in the site, FaZe breaks him. Fame trying to keep pressure on. Ollie is nice, but it's not going to win you the round. VP need the kills right now, and it's all Fame, the only guy in position. Can't stop that bomb from crossing in. So
The
slow.
Flit late flank could be huge, but he's having to move quickly here. Back turn, the Fuzi Orb finally misses.
Huh?
He was anticipating that maybe there's someone else here hanging around longside, but fakes the death cam on the fallback and now recommits to the push. Worried that there was more. Now they know both players in the sight for Wildcard. Flit whittled down. Fame, this might have to be his moment, his time in the sun. No, Flit. It's a TK, but the round one, and that's really what matters here for Virtus.pro.
They'll take it, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how hard it comes by them, they will take it. VP have had trouble getting these retakes off on either side.
And are they actually paid by the round? Because it's insane that this happens. Like,
it took them the whole half.
Every single chance to equalize this game, when Wildcard have been right there and have had an open runway to do it, VP have been able to keep themselves in pole position. They managed it twice over now on the way to this comeback from Wildcard, from 9-3 down, 10-12, the scoreline here. Both teams money on the edge.
Oh,
and there's the opener for Virtus.pro. Flit takes it all away. And on the back of that hat-trick down in lower, this one is teed up for Virtus.pro. It's all about Flit with that crushing blow to stop this comeback. He's on for the ace in the final round. And they've heard Stanislaw. They know where he is. They've got him boxed in. And Stan cannot find a thing. Virtus.pro deny the comeback. They stop this one in its tracks. And they save face on Dust2 after a 9-3 first half.
Unbelievable resilience from VP yet again. It's a tale as old as time. We know they never go down without a fight. If Wildcard are going to win, he was irrelevant, completely irrelevant in that last map. So we'll need a full reset from Jaber. Great player on the short side on this map, on CT. Saw a couple of porch aces the other day against Big. Definitely got it in him. And we've got Inferno on us. VP Wildcard, map 2. 1-1 game here in Swiss. Everyone's doing that corner clear and decoy. Classic VP setup. Maybe Flit even has Julies again, drop behind him.
I just feel like surely Wildcard, if they've, like, this is how VP have opened every Inferno game they've played. Here at this event with Flit solo B, there's the dualies. This time he's been dinked up.
Took a kill
Still
with him.
Taking one with him is exactly what is expected of Flit in this position. It's shocking the consistency that he gets away with that kill.
Yeah.
You can see why VP are keen on running this pistol.
They're in spawn. They don't know where he is though. He's backed up behind the smoke. Oh, the cover is weird because Flamus goes in and gets headshot by Electronic. Flit's waiting to play, but they're going to be holding this smoke. It's never going to work. Hey, Wildcard, they know what's going on. I'll say that much. They immediately took spawn.
They've clearly done their homework.
Yeah, prepped.
I think if you're VP, the fact that I knew they were going to run that pistol round from having watched every one of their games so far at this event, like,
but you wonder
that means that Stan 100% knows they were going to run this pistol.
Why do they double nade CT, not coffins?
I think, you know, just in case, right? Like, you have to extend the courtesy that, yeah, they could switch this up. They might change it.
Either way.
And then as soon as Flit took contact, that was the confirmation. It's like, nope, they're doing the same pistol they always do. We're going to go take CT because they're flanking us banana.
Great call from Stan. VP on a force, though. No rest for Wildcard. They can't relax. Hidden in the sight with the crossfire. Full split around the long side. Going to push short to try and take some space. Icy nice kill. But out of apps comes the third man. And there's no saving this one, surely. Fame trying his best with a 5-7. They fight him together. And they pieced a 4-spy for Wildcard 2-0. Already seeing the comfort, everyone playing their timings correctly, despite VP getting aggressive. And now the eco. One flash. No bomb, but might not matter.
Electronic waits with the flashbang. Gonna catch Flip maneuvering through that smoke, but now they learn about this stack. Caught up trying to trade right now. That bomb needs to head away. It's gonna get cleaned up by FaZe, so crisis averted here for Wildcard. All right then. This is where things get serious. So I've been led to believe VP now with guns.
Yeah. Oh, no kit. That mod's very good for Wildcard here. Playing with fire right now. Patience, they don't play to the molly, pushes Icy back. And off that, they're going for the B hit, but this smoke is still up for halfway. Oh God, take the bomb back middle. FaZe's gonna check the flank. Stan might get flashed out of apps, but there are 4 strong here for VP. Good read. Unchecked.
Flip back at the site. Still, they've been able to trade this out thanks to Icy, keeping it in their favor. Flit tenuously holding on, but good for one more on the aggression. It's going to come down to FaZe in this clutch.
4-3.
Out of time. And Fame arriving. Too late for FaZe to win this round. He needed all the kills. Was the man for the job, just didn't have the time to make it happen, did FaZe.
Icy's great on support there. Hits his orb shot on long, then gets multiple flashes over, so Flick can actually re-aggress and get that crucial kill on the default player who can just swing in with his teammates. So Flick has to force the fight. FaZe puts on a bit of a highlight reel at the end there, but not enough time to win it out. VP on the board. Barely.
Let's see if they can make something of this now. I mean, it's awkward with everyone falling. The buy here, worse than last. And now they've already lost Flit to open up this round. Aggressive moves being made. It's a product of necessity here for Virtus.pro. Just a flash through the mid-smoke. No one holding this, no one watching this. Wildcard are moving in fast, and VP are caught off guard by this pace. Electronic down in the pit, we need to go huge. He's now out of ammo as the gap is closing. Flamus trying to alleviate some of this pressure, but Will be hard pressed to find too much more. Electronic staying alive really as long as he can in this smoke, but was always on a timer. And with a double entry from Jaber to make that all happen, this is a nice, easy round for Wildcard.
Jaber's back, baby. Only took a map. Yeah, the fast, long, short wraps here from Wildcard, a bread and butter of their T side. Not afraid to just gun it.
I mean, it's a great read as well. Like, they know what they're up against. They know the buy is going to be horrible in this round with everyone falling in the first win for Virtus.pro. And so, yeah, I think, you know, you can just already see the comfort level for Wildcard on this map. VP broke again, instantly reset.
Nothing worse than their first gun round. They lose every player. Like, that's a kicker. Put them in this position. Oh, through the smoke, Stan, cheeky. He's going to find a gap. And no one's even looking at long. Whoa, okay, boost up. Icy's got him, but they just go back to a B hit. Only a 5-7 in the way. Oh, he's got to live. Oh my god, good dig. Forcing it. Going back for more. Flip finds 2 kills out of nowhere. Can he get a gun in time? They're boosting up right now. He's spotted as he escapes. Squad fires off. Flip risking it all right now. Trading nades and trying to get his teammate armed as well at the top of B. Oh! Okay, you'll take it if you're Sonic. Frustration for Flammus in a 2v4 that Wildcard have really no business winning. Will they even look to risk it? Money on the line, and also you'd be giving VP an AWP if you lose the situation. VP stay active. Never sit still in this game. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep searching. Electronic pushes a smoke and finds Sonic. This round is unwinnable now. Bombs back in spawn. Fuzi combat saving. Uh-oh.
They're gonna hear this. They know where he is. And closing in is Electronic. Wants to try and get Icy and AWP here and deny that save to Wildcard. He knows exactly where Fuzi is, but Fuzi just can't seem to miss in this game right now. 8-1.
No scope.
Two-side AWP delivering, but not enough to win them that round. It feels to me like Stan has looked at their recent games, because something the team's been able to exploit against VP are these gaps over towards the arch side, which frequently exist, especially if VP have started 3 strong over towards the B site. You saw Exercise in the 3D Max game, constantly finding that gap, and I think that's what Stanislaw was trying to leverage there. That's where the boost is a nice addition for Virtus.pro. Allows them to cover that part of the map from the double porch setup.
VP have saved themselves with the eco win. Could have been down 5-1 right now. Triple B, but the AWP at mid. Wildcard a bit of a pace up banana yet again.
On a retake util here. I really like that, like, tandem flash that they threw in with the smoke. Not uncommon to have players try and edge around the smoke, get ahead of it. And so the flash just stops that. VP pulled the third man over here. And Wildcard still look committed. Stan is once again trying to abuse these gaps that exist over towards long. In the meantime, as his teammates start moving into this B stack, Fame suddenly left as the last one standing, and Stanislaus cut down. Both players rotating over. Fame has to chase these kills now. That bomb stays around a fight, and Sonic is able to win it.
Dude, Stan
that was on a knife's edge with Stan finding the double. Fame knew he had to chase. He knows that if that bomb gets away, there's no winning the round. It's a damn good try, but the awareness from Sonic, anticipating the chase, hung around in top banana.
Good call from you on this Stan lurk, because he has continually found these gaps. Look at these kills on rotate. Does not let them get out, and that allows Wildcard to run back away. They're still ready for the chase. They know Fame, his best play is to push there. And VP again are broke.
I mean, as we're getting more tape for VP on Inferno, and you're seeing tendencies that teams are looking to exploit, you're starting to learn where the holes are for Virtus.pro. Stan has picked up on where many teams have found success. Now that is a wild opening from Flit. Lovely transfer down on a Jaber. He's dead in seconds.
Just trading rounds right now off of low econ. Flit's had a great series. Trying to win them these eco rounds. Got the 5.72K last time, now an M4 spray down. Guns available on Banana. Flick goes for it. Punished. Don't count Stan out of saving this round with a red-hot Fuzi Orb. Sonic by his side. And a gamble for VP that goes the wrong way. Flamus could just get cleared here.
He's dead.
It's a round.
5v3 for Virtus.pro, and it just kind of falls apart. They went very heavy into the B stack. When Flit walked down through Banana, I mean, hang on a second. We'll wait, because VP look like they want to give this a go. They do have a kit on Fame. Tagging the molly, that's annoying. Now they know there's players in top mid. And so, yeah, VP looking like they do just write this one off, run it back in the next. So when Flit walked down Banana there,
I don't mind it.
No, I didn't hate it either. Even though, like, sure, you're giving up the 5-on-3, but he's low health. He has a 5-7. He already got 2 kills in the round, and he's given his gun away, right? So when he walked down Banana, they maintained in the beginning a heavy A lean, considering, you know, they're in the 4v3 and they just lost Flit at Banana. I thought the idea behind it was like, oh, why would Flit be pushing if they didn't have guys at B? Like, you're trying to start those sorts of mind games, right? It would be uncharacteristic in a 5-on-3 to go and solo push Banana like this through a smoke if you didn't have players in the site ready to trade and back that up. And so when they kept the A stack, I thought, you know, it was kind of an idea that they're starting these mind games, that they were anticipating Wildcard would look to pick up the pace over at A after getting that kill. And after enough of a lull in the action, VP got so nervous, it felt like they changed their mind.
Yeah, especially when Fuzi's got holding Banana with the AWP and Stan's alive, so you know he's lurking A. Like, you think they're going to come all the way back from that B pick? Or do you think they're just going to continue with the apps control they've had all round? VP dropped the ball a couple of times here, despite some really nice opening kills from Flit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other big, like, red flag of the round, right? 5v3 for a CT side on Inferno is usually more than enough for you to find success. The idea that that one just sort of petered out is painful for Virtus.pro. Because Flit is putting in double overtime trying to win them these rounds. He's been locking down his part of the map. It's this A site that's felt problematic.
gonna have a more normal hit here. Sus will have to bring that bomb back. Wildcard with smokes down, get mid control easily. VP have not been fighting for this position much. No way they go through again. Stan calling their bluff. Icy on long side with Galil. Wildcard for a B execute right now. While Stan keeps the pressure on. They're going very quiet here. 30 seconds. No more blocking util for VP. They've just got to fight this one head on.
I mean, dealing with Stan, you see him making that play into the spawn, you know what's about to follow. Oh, Fame has just cooked himself alive here. They've got it pinned in. Jaber holds mouse one and collects. Hang on a second, FaZe didn't plant. The smoke's now faded out in spawn. There's no time to win this. That is so awkward. The timing on that smoke fade.
Did FaZe have the bomb the whole time, or was it in the pool? It ends in the pool. I don't know if he died there with it or not. I missed that detail. But no bomb despite that sick double entry from Jaber. Gonna have to watch that one back. Look at this. Spraying just turns. And FaZe has that bomb at that point. But yeah, doesn't get it stuck down with the smoke. No smoke CT. Electronic, the impact kill to win the round. No one's got money in this game. Even Wildcard, victims of that. Double apps push.
Oh, this might finally be a well-timed VP gamble as well. Up until now, all their reads, all their rotates have felt largely wrong, but 4 players over towards A in the round that Wildcard looked to go for an up-tempo A play in. Things could get weird here because they found that 1 kill, but it's false confidence, false promises. The A site is far from empty for Virtus.pro, and there's the nade, the killing blow, the crushing blow as this VP comeback in this first half is now underway.
Oh, I think it's great that long player commits to the fight and doesn't do some double setup. He just gets a 1-for-1 and Wildcard think, hey, we've got the entry. Let's just commit here. We're on short, we're on long. We should go A. And they run into that quad stack, like you say. We've got great hiding backside. No over peak from Flamus. Waits for his team to get in. And they can fight from apps and default at the same time. So well pieced together from VP, a gamble off of spawn that works out. I think Wildcard were just hoping for the triple B there. Now a really weak eco that has let VP back in this game, finally. VP controlling a bit of economy. Oh, they've just turned away. Just keep eyes on this Flamus. He pulls nades as they jump out. This could get weird. A triple entry off the pistols. What the hell has happened? No business winning this round, Wildcard.
No, this was vanilla pistols, a handful of upgrades, and they're about to take it with 3 players still standing.
Okay, it's done.
And this, for me, like, speaks to one of the kind of the fundamental issues with VP's Inferno. And that's that, like, they don't play good crossfires at all. They don't really play like complementary setups in these bomb sites. I know this one's awkward because they're caught with some nades out, but like at the end of the day, it's an apartment's pop on an eco. You know, it's not like this was some giga brain call at a Wildcard. They've been down to play faster rounds. Stan's been actively lurking the apartments in almost all of this half so far. One of the things that I always find just deeply unsettling is, like, even in rounds where they win the banana fight, for example, that round where Flick got 2 kills is actually a pristine example. I know once again you can say, oh, but it's an odd round because they didn't have, like, the full buy, but still, let's just look at that one in, like, isolation, 5-on-3. But even then, they're, like, madly shuffling around the CT setups. It feels like they're very reliant on stacks on a map that has some of the strongest, like, crossfires in the game.
Yeah.
You know, like 2 players into the A site, don't get me wrong, not ideal, not what you want. You want the full 3, you want to try and have info ahead of time. But so much of VP's CT halves feel just like blind gamble stacks where they need the numbers because that's essentially what they end up relying on. Other than that, it's individual moments, individual flourishes, and and plays that try to make up a backbone of this CT half.
Yeah.
Like even there, Flit fighting entirely on his own. Fame, meanwhile, hanging around up at top banana, rotates. Here's the gamble. Here's the gamble. It's happening right now. They're bringing everyone over because it's like, oh God, there's a minute, 10 seconds. Like, we have to do something. Yeah. But now Fame's dead before the gamble's even there. He goes peeking in a top banana all on his lonesome. The gamble now arrives, but why on earth would Wildcard go? They didn't have enough players over at banana. They slow it down. VP will get this info ahead of time, which is good, I guess. Still, it's 2 players actually in the A site, and even then, they're out of position. Only just arriving now. Flammus dead on the move back in.
Oh, yeah.
There's no, there's no, like, ability for this to have stood up on its own. This was a series of individual fights where individuals had to win the round for VP.
Man, they got steamrolled. They really got steamrolled, and considering that Wildcard win 2 ecos in that half, it really makes it look pretty. VP had their opportunity to clamp down on the CT side. Nothing of the sort. Wildcard with some excellent little pistol plays, some fast executes as well, and even some 3v5s in there. They won every round that they shouldn't, and VP lost every round that they should. Now it's just about Wildcard finishing what they started. Should be simple enough on the CT side as well.
I mean, I just think, I can think about every opponent that this VP squad have had to face on Inferno, and I can think of moments where, like, 2 players in a 6 setup has done a hell of a lot for the team, and I don't have that same thing for VP. Thinking back to the 3D Max game, some of the setups that guys like Maka and I think it's usually Gravity, like, with him over here, able to run on the long side with like sick crossfires. There's one that stands out to me where it was like an eco round yesterday where he's like baited in the corner trying to get their attention. There's none of this from VP.
VP didn't play long in this game.
Like, no, they don't.
Half,
they kind of often play triple B stack to open into a late rotate over towards A. I think it's way too readable as well. Like, for someone like Stan, where VP are pulling from like this same very small pool of ideas for how their CT side can look, and that starts from round 1 of the game, by the way. They've played the same pistol every single CT round of the event so far. I think this is way too easy for a team that does prep to anti-strat.
Jaber's on his own. This should be VP exploding into the bomb site and finding a pistol round. Stan's got kit smoke, but 4v5 retake not going to be easy. Worth a shot. See if VP overface, but no reason to. These are great post-plant positions for VP for a change.
T-side, they've gotten in the best crossfires available.
Got to hit the shots, though. There's a first. Icy, good for it, and the 2 players really win the round there with that site graveyard crossfire. FaZe on a kit, but he's already running away, and VP will not let it happen. Not in this round, at least. Ugh. Nice.
That's so good. Oh my God, he's up for the ace. He can't win the round, but that's not bad. 4 kills from FaZe as he attempted to win that.
If I'm Stan right now, I say, FaZe, sorry, I know you're saving for AWP. Drop an M4 right now. Let's make a play.
I don't think you can because it's your AWP. Is that?
I know. Well, it depends.
If it was anyone else,
if they're forcing, then yes, you should do that, and you can buy him a scout, and he can say thank you. But full eco, they'll get the AWP.
You're playing from the front.
Yeah.
Play for the early AWP.
No, I like that. No, a lot of teams just force. It's super meta, but I think, 4 kills on your AWP. Get that AWP. Good call.
Especially with the game that FaZe is having on the AWP. He made T-side AWPing look fun.
Not easy. Well, VP get 1 freebie, and at this point in the game, they'll take it. I hope, for their own sake. There's the farm. Flammus gets them all but one.
Icy, did you really have to do that?
He's saving Flammus.
Did you? No, he's not saving
He's got 10
Flammus.
health. Saving his life. Thank you for saving my life, Icy. says Flammers. Nice. Last kill.
He'd done like 490 of the damage.
Flammers looks fine with it.
Along comes Icy. I got you, bro.
Here's that up there, Harry. Early in the half.
Oh, yeah. And rest assured, with the game he's having, with the precedent he's set on Dust2, FaZe will be looking to make his plays here on this CT side. Containing the AWP will be one of the first challenges that VP have to worry about here.
Not if they just be focused, because they're Mac 10s. Actually could be a nice call here. Give away Banana, let the U2 get burned, and now they're just gonna, they're gonna walk it. VP love a risk. Sus, because of this quad A, super safe setup. Even pre-smoking before he sees him. He's got another molly as well. But VP, do they bite down on this B bomb site?
If I'm VP, even the preemptive smoke gets me a bit suspicious, right? Like, you didn't expel any util in towards top Banana. I'd be thinking, why have they smoked this? And I think it maybe becomes a bit obvious now that this side of the map is under-defended.
Rotate.
Especially with Jaber throwing into the kill feed now. You're going to want to start to pick up the pace here. Eyes on the prize at this B site. Sonic trying to move around. That's the plan for Virtus.pro. Good deduction to figure out what these early smokes meant. They get the plant.
This is actually worst case scenario for Wildcard because they feel like they have to give it a go because it's still bonus for VP, but they're risking their AWP, they're risking their economy on this CT side. I wouldn't hate a save here. I know it's a crazy call. They might just go for it because they're up a man.
Here's the play, but the nade thins the herd. Flit and Electronic in with even more. Susp desperately wrestling his way back in, but it's just the one and done, and FaZe will be left holding onto this AWP.
Yeah, like, just because you're solo being, you lose the site like that, I really... Oh, I mean, it's the whole plan, right? The whole plan is to retake the B-bomb site anyway, but at least they saved the AWP. That's something here for Wildcard. It has cost them their economy, though. I don't like a fall by here. Go for a Furia. MP9 armor if you want. Get a bit weird. Get aggressive. Round this AWP. Play to save again.
Set FaZe up.
Yeah, but...
Put him in some, like, gimmicky little early boosts or whatever.
The issue is, even though you're a man up, 4 players in such a small bomb site like B Inferno with smokes down, I mean, VP have so many crossfires. They can all just... They're all playing off each other. You're not going to get a solo kill or a player on their own. Everyone's trading. So... Here's the half. That's good for Wildcard. They do rely on FaZe to find an opener, though. He can't just sit back on short. He's going for the mid pick right now. VP are giving away nothing. Careful, Flit. There's an AWP nearby. They know it. They saw it save. VP have been given an opportunity here to level the playing field at 8 all.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with grouping up here and just playing together in this type of round. They can leave Fame as a backdoor as well, right? Like, you're trying to learn where the AWP is, and now that you've seen it fire off...
It's already going, eh?
They're going to try and get ahead of that. However, the Flammer's double... And the AWP has already peeled away. If they do commit into this A site, that AWP is now there.
No.
Stan offers up one more. They still don't know about Jaber. And so that decision comes in from Virtus.pro to move back and link up with Flammus. And now they double fake it. After that spot from Jaber, they try and use this info against Wildcard.
This is what we saw against Complexity, right? They would show them leaving and then they would recommit as soon as the opponents got the info because they know that Wildcard are going to overreact off that call. Jaber calls, they're running away, and VP just goes straight back into A. That's a really nice mid-round call for Electronic. Super reactive, everyone bites down, everyone believes it. And VP win the round off of positions. Considering they almost walked into FaZe, it's not like FaZe even changed his mind. Flammus gets 2 kills at B. He immediately rotated. He doesn't care. He's still going A. But Jaber with the misinfo, unfortunately for him, if VP don't see him get the info, they're going to go into B. But they use Wildcard's knowledge against them. And hey, we've got a T-side cooking
I
here.
mean, this VP is certainly living up to the moniker of the old squad, the idea of being hard to put away, because, I don't know, it's like...
Yeah.
It feels like suddenly the ideas are flowing again. People are thinking way more actively about their positioning in relation to their teammates. They're being super reactive to the little tidbits of info that they get. The individuals are switched online. This just wasn't the case in the first half for Virtus.pro. They were at the full mercy of Wildcard. There were gaps in the defense. Whenever they were together, they weren't playing together. But things have really changed in this second half. And now with a bit of wind in their sails, Virtus.pro tie us up at 8-all.
Money has been skew-if though this half, remember. So now that we get later into a wildcard, have the chance for a full buy with that saved orb. With all the pieces, FaZe even has enough to buy another no matter what happens, so. VP on out of the woods.
Okay, don't expect an opening move from FaZe in this round. He's late to mid because he threw this deep banana smoke to help out the triple B setup. Instead, he's just holding. It's still like it's like a passive-aggressive angle in mid. He's waiting for the ult mid fight. It backs up now. Util facilitates the banana control for Wildcard. It was an important staging point of the round for this CT side, and they've got it now with Susp left there to anchor this side of the map alone. Here's the rest of the players rotating in, and they will get to this A site in time. Very good timing on these moves for Wildcard. VP got their work cut out for them. Key trade from Fane. Electronics death not in vain. They lose Flammus. He's a little further ahead of the rest of the pack, so that trade doesn't get a chance to come through for VP yet.
Flit's not really doing anything. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that's bad.
Go.
They weren't ready for Stan as that second player, though, tucked in sight side and keen to trade these.
They really wanted the backstab so they could turn around, but Flit was never given a flank. Safe rotation for Wildcard instead, and so he just left on his own. Oh, he didn't see him. Suspect the corner, stand in the sight. There's the peak timing that works for Wildcard to close the round. Yeah, VP with a set call out of spawn. It doesn't work. We have a quad A, and even Susp comes over to reinforce, putting Wildcard back on the board. Great shots from Stan.
I mean, putting a stop to a set piece like that, where it's very high tempo, it's in your face, you didn't get the opener, that's a huge sigh of relief for Wildcard. They feel like they've just removed it, a serious weapon from the VP arsenal. Back to something a bit more standard, so banana control. Susp often gets left here to his own devices. Stan is currently helping out with flashes. He was lobbing those in just to keep Susp alive.
It really doesn't look like a quad A right now, so VP, I'm not sure they're going to commit here. Stan does come back. Util gone right now. Fletcher swings, they go for it together, both fighting for Wildcard. That will cost them the round. There's no CT smoke down, but it comes in a little late. FaZe hoping to get a cross shot, but the bomb is already in. Weird one for Wildcard, wanting to just face that together. Giving VP the opportunity to entry. And we know what it's like when your B players fall that fast. VP find a 9th. They keep trading rounds, it's only going to work in their favor. As FaZe has been left to save in so many of these situations. Locked out behind the long smokes last round. And this time, back in spawn, just exiting.
Yeah. The sad thing there is, like, for Wildcard, I know it looks silly because they both get deleted peeking into, like, a stack with the flashbang, but I can fully see where Stam was coming from with the idea to try and fight for that, right? They planned to leave Susp alone B, as they often do. They dropped him a smoke over at the spawn that Stam picks up on the rotate back in. They just hear all these footsteps, and it's so early in the round. You don't really know what the intention of VP is yet, so you're trying to stop that rush. But you also don't want to burn through the last smoke you have in this B site. That means then you're more restricted in like a 2-3 setup. So they try to bring the fight to VP. You're also paranoid because it's early in the round. There's still nades. They could even blow smokes open on the side of Virtus.pro. They try to go a bit anti-meta instead of just dropping that smoke in. Whoa, now they fight ahead of the util in Banana. Susp dead first. Sonic trying to make amends for this. Mollied off. We'll get pushed back into this B site, so a 2-2 split on the defense now for Wildcard, and this time VP will ease into a default across the map after this skirmish for Banana. It actually looks like they're going to regroup. And so they might just follow through with this. They have all the util to launch this B play. I would have loved to have seen them hold that nade, only because Wildcard always drop util for these B players. You will be getting re-smoked here. Your first volley of util's gone in. You don't actually... You do have the util to double up this, but yeah, it's only the Fuzi orb.
Seen him.
Scoped on the line. He was having a hot start to the game, but that one miss seals his fate. VP crack into this B site again.
I like that methodical clear as well. After they spot him, they get past him on the shot. He re-peeks back in, and then instead of clearing manually positions, VP spam both boxes to force a re-peek. If anyone's there for Wildcard, they probably have to swing because it's just taking damage through the box. So VP, don't try and scale and get past these awkward angles. They get the kill so cleanly, they wait for it to come to them and realize that B site is completely under-defended. A last-second swap of the setup for Wildcard, and it cost them this round. Fuzi, poor guy, been playing a great series, but one missed shot is all it takes in that position.
And, you know, over the course of even this map, but across the last few tournaments we've seen VP at, I think you're seeing the... You know, this is still new leadership. It's still an expanding playbook. They're trying to figure out exactly what the style is, what the brand is, when they want to throw in some of these ideas. But it feels like over time, Electronic's getting a better grasp on when and where to get tricky with it and when being direct and grouped is the answer. There's certainly more variance to these T-sides in that regard.
It's weird, isn't it? Because we've been criticizing their T-sides the whole tournament, talking about how their active CT sides have been really nice. Today, it's been the polar opposite. Their defense has been weak. Their offense has been the way in. Both maps now, far better T-sides in the alternative. And they are brute forcing their way back in the lead in this game, looking to 2-0 this series. Go 2-1. Here at Cluj.
Yeah, leave themselves a BO3 away from a playoff appearance for Wildcard there. One BO3 away from elimination.
Scary signs.
That's if things don't change soon.
Whoa, what a shot for Flammers. There's the orb this time. Oh my god, Fuzi rushing down mid, looking for the ult pick. Changing his mind. VP fight a Banana. Oh, that grenade could be meaty. And it is. Look at the damage. Red everywhere. Stuck in front of the molly. Sonic had to go, but they had a flash prime for him. Huge trade. Electronic keeping things even. Has to carry his team. Him and Fame, the only one with health in this round. More block from Wildcard. They really want to fight here. Don't want to let VP exec again. Forcing this kill for Susp could be excellent, but oh my god, again Electronic, how many times is he gonna pull his knife in the middle of the action? Doesn't get punished. Fame bails him out, but that's, I mean, that's like an unforgivable mistake, just pulling his knife. No one's even close. He keeps doing it.
I think sometimes Electronic's trying to do too much for the team. I've seen him just caught with util out loads in this game.
Third time in the series that he's not looking. Like, it's one thing to look at your opponent, look at your teammates to see what nades they have and whatever, but it's another thing to put your gun away while you do it. No reason Oh my god, they're going to go right behind this short side setup.
I mean, the most vulnerable kind of spot when you're playing this double.
This is perfect.
Double porch setup is the
faking.
apartments.
Electronic is faking right now. They're going to fall for it.
Fuzi's keeping a watchful eye on the apartments on Jaber. He's still up on this boost, but now dropping down, rotating away. Electronic, they've fallen for it. Hook, line, and sinker. VP are all low. Electronic is super wounded, but he's still offering up resistance. Bomb now gets planted. Wildcard know that this round is over, and there's even more added to the tally for VP before all is said and done.
Flick comes down mid and even shoots him in the back of the head to help out Electronic. I love that after he XX, he just holds a flank so passive, knowing that Wildcard are going to buy it. Great mid-round move for VP to go into a position they haven't touched this half.
Yeah.
They have not stood in apps in this game.
No, I mean, I think there's times where you see VP and the teething issues of this team, but they are getting through them, right? They are powering through. Electronic might have had many moments across this series where he's caught looking at the minimap, caught with util out, trying to help his team as best he can.
Calling a good game, though.
He is calling a good game.
Shocking turnaround for VP.
Dude, I don't know. The fact that they win this round, this is the most insane one yet. Like, everyone is low with the exception of one player. They don't even have 100 health combined on the 4 guys left standing at the end of that round.
4 rounds on the half. VP have pulled this back. 7-1 on their T side so far.
And this is on one of the go-to maps for this wildcard squad. This is one hell of a feat for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, 12-6 in the last 3 months. I mean, or 6 months. I mean, this is... Okay, FaZe. Oh, just the leg against Fame as well, who's been the quieter player here for VP. And they trade it.
I mean, even this is starting to feel sad for FaZe, right? He's been phenomenal all series long, but in the dying moments of this game, had a couple of chances to be the difference maker and has come up short. Meanwhile, Flamus, he's kept it in great form. Dead in this round, but he's had a couple of toe-to-toe moments with FaZe in this series and has looked to win them out more often than not. That's kind of the 2 huge pieces from this matchup clashing. And now with FaZe dead, that AWP away from Wildcard. With it, the info, they ease into a 2-2 setup here on the defense. This is going to be a test of these crossfires. Once again, you've got a lurk over here at B. Flick going to apply some pressure. Just a sprinkling of util, some shots through the smoke, trying to make life uncomfortable for these players at B, keep them 2 there.
But Jabe is meant to be the guy to win these rounds. We've not seen him have the chance to win a round in pit. 20 seconds. This is his opportunity. He has to nail the shots.
This is what you're here for, Jaber. These are the rounds you're meant to deliver. It's a lot of damage. And now this crossfire between him and Stan down in the pit. There's the bait and switch springing to life. Flit is the last man standing, and the bomb dropped down in the pit. He can't win this. So it will just be this save. Wildcard at the 11th hour. Jaber has given them a way back in.
Relieving round for Wildcard to show they can still do it. 2 players tucked very passive at 20 seconds, waiting for VP to waltz into their bomb site. Big round for Jaber. 3 kills. And Stan stalls them just enough to stop that plant. Back to B for VP, surely.
Okay, FaZe's had some swings and misses. Once again, tries to play his hand early on this AWP.
They've not given him any picks in middle. He's pushed ult, he's peeked deep ramp.
Start of this CT side, he was getting boosted constantly over the mid smoke.
So VP know, like, what the AWPers are doing. Know that FaZe's going to be taking confidence peaks after such a strong T side. Had no impact on CT though, has he?
Oh, we've been crediting Wildcard with their research early on in this game. I think VP have done some of their own with the tendency of Wildcard to leave Susp as like a solo B anchor with util dropped. It's been a treat to see VP try and piece this one together, whether it's him there alone.
2 nades from one guy.
All this is by design, right? They're trying to feign the amount of players in this B site. Now, FaZe has actually rotated around now to link up with Susp over at B. Jaber's even beginning a rotate as well. The bomb's still T-stairs for Virtus.pro. They are not decided yet in this round where this one's going to end up. They make the play out towards the long side. Sonic has his suspicions, plays his hand now. They're both low, but Flammer still gets out with both the kills. So much damage. No reason for VP to win this round. They're still committing to the B play. This could get weird, but they've gotten past Susp. Jaber waiting here as the hunt commences.
Dude.
Does this still get weird? Now they know he's here, so they're all going to start to scramble back. And yeah, Jaber tries to leave.
It's only weird because they had time to take that bomb back to A, and they got the triple entry on A. So it's like, you know you've won the round, and the bomb still goes into B. It's just, you know, it looks fine because they just immediately entry backside player Sus. But if they don't kill him immediately, they lose. They can lose that round for sure.
But I mean, you know, that is you're playing around the scoreboard and who's alive essentially, right? Jaber is usually A-ward bound. He just ended their last round from the pit. They only got those 2 kills over towards A, and so they decide, all right, we'll follow through with B. We feel like we can get past Susp. Could have got weird, could have got wild.
Man. 2 dinks on shore.
I know.
2 dinks, and he doesn't.
And that's now the second round where so much damage has been done to Virtus.pro, and Flammer still does this.
Flammer shot his teammate in the head. That was a Flammer stink. Didn't even matter. Unbelievable scenes here from Virtus.pro from 8-4 down on the half. They now sit on match point 12-10. A final hurrah, a final bye, a first round where FaZe doesn't even have the AWP to play with. So many saves on this CT side. No results. Jaber's had enough of sitting back. Gonna get involved, gonna throw himself down middle. Might even have these kills. He gets a double on the ramp. Susp holds the B site valiantly. And VP, this game's not done yet.
Things could still get interesting with Flit starting to break through these smokes over at B, and it's still just one man here. FaZe's kind of lost to the hands of time, and so as that B site player falls, Sonic gets nothing done. Wildcard are a long way from retaking this round yet. They've got to lend a lot of time to FaZe and Jaber to move around and link up with Stan, and he falls straight away. 2v4 for Virtus.pro. They get it down to the 2v2. Now they've got the bomb to play around. The retake still isn't in a position to even begin for Wildcard. They've got more waiting to do. Jaber only just arriving. FaZe making noise, now spotted. Banana side, it's an awkward whip for Flit. Gonna fall to Fame to try and close this 2v4. Last man in it is Jaber, and Fame makes it look easy. Virtus.pro 2-0. No round off limits, no comeback, no game too far gone. They turn this one around, and they lock in the 2-0 victory. This is a galvanizing win for this Virtus.pro squad, going from